uh, who is the Assistant Vice President for Education Technologies, and Lauren Niemeyer,
Yes.
who's going to help him. We are kind of a pilot project. You'll note we're videotaping this. We're going to make it available possibly over YouTube or something so that whatever he says, we're gonna get. But this is to get you familiar with how to use Elms if you haven't used Elms before, some of the new technologies like Zoom that we now have available, the basics of WebEx, and I'm just going to turn it over. And I just have to tell you, I've been in how many meetings this week? This man,
4 or 5.
this man is amazing, and he is like the calm on campus as far as getting everybody up and learning. So please, we're going to go for an hour, I think we have, and then a couple of us have a meeting we have to get to. But
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your kind words. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Marcio Oliveira. I'm Assistant Vice President for Academic Technologies and Innovation on campus. I report in the CIO, and I also support all the provost activities when it comes to related to learning and research as well. So just to give you some background, and so you're going to understand my world right now. I oversee the help desk in the Division of IT, the Learning Technologies group, and the Research Technologies group. Okay? That's to provide technology support to campus. I'm here today to talk to you about how we're going to quickly migrate our courses online. And I want to make sure that I address your concerns and questions. I can keep talking here 1 hour and may not be helpful to you. So let's do this very informal and make sure that you have your immediate burning questions answered. I also want to know and get a sense, I'm talking to different groups on campus. I'm the one who is designing and performing all the service that we can do to all of you during spring break or right after the break, during those days that we were graciously given to have some time to move our courses online. I have to tell that my Big 10 peer institutions are not having that privilege. They are being told to say Friday to Monday, get ready. So they all, in a situation, they are looking at me and say, oh, Marcio, you're in a very much better spot than we are. But I think the fact that we have been making those decisions collectively, the provost and the president has been in consultation with the deans, has been in a wonderful process, so we can do this in a mindful way and in a way that we can respect people's, the individuals' time, personal time, and professional time to handle with this situation, okay? So with this in mind, I'm going to say what is our game plan, what we have designed. I'm going to speak for about 5-10 minutes on that. And I'll start taking questions and addressing and showing case things that I want you to leave this room, making sure that you feel, let's say, 5% more comfortable to do this, okay? And if you are 25, 35, I'll be a happy man, okay? So here's what's going on. We are doing everything that we can to be prepared, okay? Although we have planned before, if a building needs to be shut down, or if a half of campus needs to be shut down, or if I have to close 20 classrooms all of a sudden, we had some materials before already lined up. What we have done, and this is our main strategy right now, is that we created a major resource to campus called Keep Teaching. I'm sure that Lucy has shared with you. And we are trying to bring everything to one place, okay? So I know you have called the help desk before. I know you have had put tickets in our systems with things that we help that you need. You have contacted us and contacted TLTC in many different ways. For this particular crisis now, we are trying to streamline and have one way to contact. Send an email to keepteaching@umd.edu. Somebody will be there from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. to help. Is that clear? Yep. The Keep Teaching website, go ahead.
7 days a week or 5?
We are working, for now, we are working on Monday to Friday. I have a contingent plan to escalate if the volume of calls increase dramatically. I just on my way in here, I know I'm getting a lot of questions that a lot of people calling different people on campus, and I just call my help desk and say, I want to know what's the status of the volume of calls they're receiving. It's not that bad at this moment. In our call center, it doesn't mean that people are not calling colleges, department chairs, and residential halls, and families are calling. So I don't have control of that, okay? But we at this point being able to handle the volume of calls, okay? We do have a plan if it really goes bad, because we have a plan like in case of a shooting on campus or something like that my help desk also needs to evacuate the university. We got a plan for that, and we'll be able to activate that plan as soon as we can. Okay? Just for you to feel okay about it. So, but here's the game plan, the game that we'll be playing the next 10 days. Okay? If you need help, send an email to keepteaching@umd.edu, and you're gonna get help. Okay? From 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. People like Lauren, and eventually if I need be, I'll be there. We'll be there to get your answer back to you, and if need, to avoid the back and forth, they have been authorized to send you a link. You click on the link, you have a camera, you'll be talking to them as if you're having a one-on-one consultation. We'll put that system is already in place. To avoid this, I'm getting frustrated. I don't understand what you're saying by email, and I don't understand the documentation that you sent me to read. I don't want to read this. I don't have the time. I need to take care of my dog and my child. I need to get this done. Life is on, right? So they're going to say, okay, ping me on this room. Let's log in together here and let's talk, or call this number. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to help you out. Okay? They also have the power to do what you want on your behalf. Tricky, right? But you say, listen, I need to upload this file. I'm struggling. I'm in a rush. My class is going to start in 3 minutes. They can do it for you. Just say, can you just do it for me now, please? Right? At this time. Give me a hand one time. And I'm still learning how to do this, but I decided to do my class online in the regular, typical time that I teach. I'm not doing this asynchronous. That was my decision. I get better. I want to do things that you guys have full control over this. I don't want you guys to lose control of your way of teaching. Okay? And the team has been told, right, Lauren, that they need to help you no matter what. And they have the rights to do this. They don't do this typically. We do course production. We charge fees when we do for programs and such like this. This is not what's going on right now. This is a moment of immediate help. Okay? All hands on deck. I have a lot of people, they're specialized people to help you, and I have the help desk. So if you contact someone on Keep Teaching, someone from the help desk will reach out back to you. If they can unable to help with something that's more specific, I have a team of about 35 or 40 people that can help you already on my team. And of course, I don't have all these people on my work chart. We are pulling our resources and training people to be there if needed, so we can escalate our contingency plan. Okay? When it comes to Elms, there are a few things that you need to know. How many of you are not teaching on Elms right now? Raise your hand. Good. So, as you probably know, you don't need to request a course space on Canvas. Your course has been automatically created for you when someone in Lucy's office or in the department office put you on a scheduling system, and your name is in there. Automatically, we create a course space. So if you log into Elms, can you go to Elms? You're going to have your course space, right? So I don't want to speak to an audience that if you do not know how to do the basics of Elms, we can go there. But basically on Elms, you can do a few things that is important for you. And what we have decided to do in order to scale our support is to help faculty on a few things that we think they're critical during this time. One, how do I send message to my students through Elms? How many of you know how to do that? Great, terrific. If you do not know, I'll be happy to stay here a little longer and tell you how to do. Lauren can help as well. Okay? So you know how to send an email. Yes?
I do have a clarification on that. I use the email on Elms a lot. Is that what you mean, or do you mean?
There is a messaging tool on Elms. But when the students use the messaging tool, that's a great question, and send to you, right, you may be notified by email that something on Elms happened, right? You can just reply to that email, and Canvas does the magic to get to the student's inbox in Canvas. Got it? So the emails, the exchanging in messaging on Canvas can be responded through your email if you want to. When you reply to an email that's Elms, it gets to the students. Don't worry about it. Just reply to that email. Don't go to Canvas in order to respond to that email. You don't have to.
I almost
exclusively use announcements, and
Perfect.
I send messages to them. Usually I don't send group messages, I just use announcements, and then individual messages I send through Gmail. Should I switch to sending email through, because I've told my students, because I monitor so many emails, I've said, do
You
not
have,
send them through Elms.
so here's the thing, my best answer to you. You have your system, don't change right now. Don't change, don't do to yourself what you don't need to do to yourself. Keep on doing the great work that you guys are already doing, right? It's not the time to be too creative. Remember, in my title I have the innovation side, innovation part. I love that. That is where I am with you right there, trying to make great things happen. I want you to be challenging me to say, I cannot do this, figure out a way that I can do this. Not at this time. So let's Skype, we're trying to do, we created a way that we can say, let's do the basics on Elms, right? Sending me information to the students and getting back. You can send files to them. It's like an email tool, right? The second thing is upload a file. I know I'm going to basics here, but I have to talk to people that have never logged into Canvas, okay? And this is completely fine. You're going to learn how to upload a file and share a file with the students, okay? How to link a YouTube video if you want to, right? And how to eventually publish your course syllabus, because what's going to happen, because the university decided to cancel, if you look from a student's perspective, we have canceled 1 week of class. So you're going to have to adjust your syllabus, right? And you want to say to students, hey, here's my updated syllabus, and you can look at here in Elms, because our schedule has shifted. Remember, university has not extended a week addition on the spring semester. So that week is like a snow week if you look from a student's perspective. Got it? They are just getting a free time. Okay. Second thing is publish your syllabus. Maybe you want to show how to do it. So there's a course menu on your left side if you're looking at the screen. If you click on syllabus, you can just basically upload your PDF here for the students. You can type, open up a page, and copy and paste your syllabus, which can be a little complicated if you want to do that at this moment, but you can just upload your PDF file or your Word document file. Yeah, question?
Sorry, what website are you working from? Because I have
Elms.
I have Elms up, and then I have Keep Teaching up, and
elmsumd.edu.
okay.
This is Canvas.
Elms and Canvas are the same.
Ma'am, same thing.
Same thing.
So here's the thing. This is my predecessor.
Okay.
I'll tell you what's going on with Elms and Canvas. Learning management system is the system that we call. Canvas is the product. We had Blackboard. So it used to be Elms Blackboard. Now it's Elms Canvas, and who knows what's going to happen in the future. I hope they're not going to change during my lifetime under this job. It's a major undertake. Canvas is being widely adopted by major universities and K-12 as well. So Canvas is the name of the product. You know better than I, because you guys work in this world. Like you talk about Gillette. Gillette is a brand, is not the product, right? So it's like this, the same thing. Elms is Enterprise Learning Management System. That's what it stands for. And Canvas is the product, okay, which is sold by a different company called Instructor. Okay? Exactly, it's the same thing. It's that marketing strategy. So we're trying to not so only promote Canvas, because when we have to shift. Some universities, I have Ohio State called Carmen. They call Carmen. I don't know why, but it's Canvas, okay? But they call Carmen. You teach on Carmen, like you teach on Blackboard, and Canvas is the back end. Okay, so you can upload. Can you show how to upload your course syllabus?
Sure.
Lauren?
So I typed in here, I'm going to highlight class syllabus here. Over to your far right, you'll see files area. A great thing about Canvas is wherever you upload something, it's going to be added to your files throughout your whole course. So I'm going to upload it here now, but you could also upload it to the files on the left-hand nav, and you could get to it that way as well. So I clicked over here on files. I'm going to click upload a new file, this little button here. I'm going to choose my file. Now, since I'm on the classroom computer, I may not have anything in front. Let's see. Do we have anything?
Can I drag and drop?
Let's see. can,
Drag and drop.
drag and drop.
You can also just cut and paste it, right?
You can cut and paste your Word document.
We've just shown them that.
Great. Oh, great. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Simple, and then they can just change.
Yeah, if I'm already going too basic, because you guys can speed me up. Okay? So you go to a document and you can copy and paste, or you can upload your file. Okay? It's you can keep going on the back end. So the other thing we're doing is uploading files, sharing files with the students. We are focusing also on the fact that how do you post an assignment, how do you set up deadlines, and when you create an assignment on Canvas, it generates a gradebook automatically for you. Okay?
Is anybody not using the gradebook at this point? You guys all know it, right? I think we're good with that.
Good at that? Okay.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think we all know how to, I don't want to speak for the group, but I think we all know how to do
The
it.
basic of
All
Elms.
of our
Great,
syllabuses
great, great.
are online and we upload stuff to files, you know, like reading material or tests or something. So
Perfect, perfect. And if you're not the case, please stay with me at the end, and we'll get your contact, and we'll figure out somebody, Laura, to help you. Okay? Thank you for that. So if you move to a deeper level, we're going to talk about synchronous and asynchronous. So some people want to teach on the regular time that I teach. Some people are going to create videos, so using my phone and upload videos, or how you want to do this. So we have enabled 3 different types of technologies for web conferencing on campus. Okay? And we have WebEx, and some people don't like WebEx because it's, I'll tell you why. WebEx belongs to Cisco. Our telephones and our network is Cisco-based, right? So WebEx is very reliable in our campus network. It doesn't mean that Zoom is not, right? So we just acquired Zoom. Are you familiar with Zoom? Z-O-O-M. Can you go to the Zoom interface? This is fresh news. I'm going to send a release to campus tomorrow, launching this service. We are testing and troubleshooting how it's going to work on. It works well on a phone, on iPad, or your computer, your laptop. And Zoom is basically this interface. Easy as is. You sign in and you configure your profile, your name, your picture if you want. And then you can be invited to a meeting, so you join a meeting or you host a meeting. As a faculty member, you're going to host a meeting. Question?
how do we get to Zoom? What's the
Zoom.us,
Oh,
umd.zoom.us.
I sent it around this morning as well, and I'll send it again.
Great.
And we have quick links to all of these on the Keep Teaching website, which is Keep,
Have you added Zoom already there?
yes,
Oh, great.
today.
And let me add first, on top of Sarah's comment, that if you go through her link, because it comes through your email account, your profile will be already set up. You don't need to set up anything. It'll already be pre-populated with your account number, your name, and everything.
Downside to that, though.
Sure.
Yeah, so I used it this morning for class, and I happily set it up at home. And then I came into work, and at home I was on my personal Gmail, and at work I was on my work email. So
Make sure you log in with your university
log in with
email.
your university email, and we were struggling with bandwidth, but ironically, as students leave campus, that should be less of a problem.
Right,
I think
and
the problem-
bandwidth
Yeah,
in
we
where?
were- one student who came in, their Wi-Fi wasn't very good because.
Their
they were-
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, because they were in one of the dorms with the bad Wi-Fi. But in general, it was great and. worked
Easy
fine.
to use.
Very easy to use.
Better than WebEx. So if you have not used any web conferencing system, go Zoom.
Yeah. It's,
If you're familiar with WebEx, stay with WebEx because you already mastered how to do it. It's not a good time to change, unless you want willing to.
Does Zoom allow many different people,
Yes.
Oh,
and you can see each
Up to
other?
300 in a
Up to
room.
300, but up to 300 visual is probably gonna blow, it's just gonna be too slow, I would argue.
Yeah, it gets slower. We are increasing up this week to go to up to 1,000 people. I rare to believe they're going to have 1,000 people in a class. But we're talking about some events on campus that people want to use Zoom.
My advice to someone with Zoom is pick a buddy and
Test.
invite them to a Zoom, and then you guys mess around with it between each other. And always be in your Zoom class 10 minutes before it starts.
Would it be worthwhile doing a Zoom right here?
You can do that.
Well, I mean,
If,
Yeah,
if,
because
if you host post one and, we can grab the links.
Yeah. You have to download on your phone and it takes a
Well,
little
not if
time.
she gives us
The link for the invite?
not if she gives us
Yeah.
just give us a bit link.
Can you schedule a new one?
A short URL.
And you guys can see how it looks like. And you can see 25 people in the screen.
So
They
if you have,
faces.
like a Mac at home, then all these little pictures.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
we,
my students doing
we
what
call it Hollywood Square.
But Chris,
Hollywood Square. Because basically you see everybody up to 25.
And they can see me in the background.
Right, and whoever's talking,
And you can also
it
share your
appears.
screen.
So I should not be teaching if
That
I'm
link
not.
you sent out.
They're gonna be
morning.
there, so
but Chris sent out a instructor's guide to Zoom.
It was actually embedded in the thing Sarah sent, and I just went down and do it and found it and emailed it to
Right.
I'm not, your
It's not
instructor
visible.
manual suggested that if I went into Elms, I could find.
We can show that now. We can
Yeah.
show that now if you want me
Okay,
to.
yeah, we didn't.
I want to make sure that let's look. Zoom is a great web conferencing system. I recommend for beginners. If you're not familiar with web conferencing system, it's easy to manage. I love your suggestion. Try now, try with 2 or 3 people. You guys can try on a department meeting, participate through Zoom, start practicing so you can get better and better how to share files. You can share your screen. There's so much great things that you can do with that, okay? And it's easier to use. You seem to have a question?
She asked the question that I was gonna ask, but I have an additional question. I don't have my laptop with me, so I can't join this, but, so if I'm teaching, like in the classroom, sometimes I write on the whiteboard or whatever. So does this mean I have to get a whiteboard at home so I can?
So if you want to write something to your student, it's going to get complicated if you're working from home because you have to just have a writing surface that you probably don't have at home and have your camera to it. It's going to look very bad, right? So it's not going to work. There are tablets, people that have tablets or have a computer that you can share your screen and you can write. That would work. But if you write a lot, you may going to have to find an alternative strategy to deliver the content to your students. Like you give them already a written document about it and walk them through the step-by-step.
Lisa, you
Uh,
can
Lisa-
share a Google Doc and do edits on the Google Doc and talk
And
to
they will
them
see.
about it. Probably
That's a
would
great
be-
idea
Is
too.
there a chat window on the side you can type into? We'll all practice.
Yeah, I think a Google Doc
can
would work.
screen
You can screen share. So if you screen share your Google Doc, they'll see you typing. I'm not sure how fun that'll
You
be.
can just share the Google Doc with your whole class and work on it together and talk to them about what you're doing.
And let me give you an extra. It's okay. It's okay. Google Doc is like a Word document, like a Word. It's the same thing, just because it's on the web. And what happened with Google Doc is that Google Doc has a collaborative aspect to it. Like you all can write the same document all together at the same time,
Yes.
and everybody's seeing each other's typing. So Google Doc has a great collaborative aspect to it. But don't use Google Doc. It's not a choice for you if you're going to be new to it. Don't put too many new things on your plate. So here's my suggestion for you. If you need people to read something that you would write on your whiteboard, write on a piece of paper or just like you're teaching them, or type this up, send to them and say, please review this material before we start class in Zoom. And I'll walk you through. So when you're talking, they can see your notes. Just like you can share your PowerPoint before your class starts with you on Zoom. And say, please make sure you take 20, 30 minutes to look at this PowerPoint before we start. You're basically doing the flipped classroom, right?
Or you can on Zoom, you can
Share the PowerPoint.
share the PowerPoint, so you can be talking and they can be watching your PowerPoint. And
Wait, we're sharing the PowerPoint.
so let's say you want to share a PowerPoint in class, right? So you would share your screen, which is a little icon at the bottom that just says share on it. And they would see, instead of seeing you in your PJs, they would see your
Screen.
PowerPoint and hear you talking over it. So like, today we're going to talk about privacy, or today we're going to talk about whatever.
Or you
So
could
how about
upload-
this?
You could upload that in the files folder
so they can open it up and look at it as you talk to them.
And it seems that a lot of you have questions about web conferencing here. So what I would suggest is, let's have Lauren here 1 hour just going with Zoom and teaching you how to do it, answering questions, and Lauren can come over and teach you how to do Zoom. And if you have to do 3-4 sessions, we're going to do 3 or 4 sessions. Then it's zoomed. It's specifically one thing. It's all about Zoom. And if you want to do Google Docs, we'll do Google Docs. Whatever you guys want to do. At this point, I'll say, do not go say, okay, I'm going to pick one new thing for me to learn. And stick with that.
So how do you get to Zoom from Elms? Can you do that?
Yes, we're going to teach that. Just going to have some burning questions.
My students have not had any of my course online so far.
Yes.
I'm new to it.
Yeah.
So let's say I set up on Zoom. How do they get the message of where they need to click in for the course once it's online?
How do you usually communicate with them outside the classroom? By email or through
Do I
Elms?
send them an email?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do I?
They already know the class will be taught online because the president told them yesterday.
Right. But how do I know what link to send to them?
Zoom generates the link for you.
Thank you.
So I'll recommend you to come to the Zoom training session to get all those details. We're going to go by step.
Sorry, when is the Zoom training?
Can you schedule that? Whenever you guys are available, I'll have a person here.
Let me,
Would you take that on?
Yeah.
Do it after this?
Yeah.
well, I
Laura,
don't know if
can you
Lauren's free.
Laura, can you stay 1 hour later? On Zoom, or do you want to call someone to come over or chat with someone to come over? We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll continue going. Lauren's going to make it work. If you want to stay a little longer.
And then at the end of that, if people still need more, we will schedule another one.
Exactly. And if you want to do only for Elms, we'll do only for Elms. If you have to, we are here until this is over to help you. And until I know, the provost and the president did not say that we can just go home. But guess what? If you're at home and you need help, we'll be somewhere there to help you. Okay? So don't feel pressured that I need to be here a little longer. So let me tell you what we put in place. Every time today, every day, except Saturday and Sunday, and during the spring break days, so 2 spring break days, because my team needs a break. 11 to 1, go to Keep Teaching, please, and getting started. I have your question. I'm going to answer that. Don't let me forget about Zoom in Elms. So here it is. So how many of you have seen that South Korea has put tents? Have you seen this? They have put tents in the street, and people are driving through the tent. So there are people all on suits, white suits. You just open half of the window, put your face out, minimal contact. They swab your nose and your throat, and they get your email, your name, and they are sending the results of the coronavirus by email test. So they are testing people literally with minimal contact. We're calling that here, for that, a drop-in clinic. Okay? So what happened is every day from 11 to 11:50, 12 to 12:50, you drop in here, go drive through, click here, join us, and there will be a bunch of people just asking questions. And you can walk in, walk out, go away, ask your question. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Deb, and who is there? I have a question here. I'm trying to figure this out. They figure this out. They're going to answer your question, and then you can just disconnect. Go away because other people will be there. There will be someone there, a human for you to talk to and ask your questions. It can be simple from how do I use a Google Doc, please tell me. They can share screen and teach you. Or how can I send what kind of message I should send to my students first time? How do I share the link from Zoom, inviting them to the room? Can I send a Zoom invite in which they already have a calendar booked with the link already in their calendar? Yes. Right?
What is the difference or the advantage of Zoom over Google Hangout?
Thank you. If you are teaching, how many students you have?
14.
So use Zoom or WebEx. So Hangouts are great, especially if you're doing an office hour online. So Hangouts works well if the 4 of us start to just talk. But when it gets over 4 or 5 people, I will not rely much on that technology. It was not built for that. Okay. Hangouts is just like a chat tool with video. So if you're holding office hours, you can use Hangouts. And again, if you're not familiar with Hangouts, don't even try. Go and learn Zoom, and Zoom is going to be great. Yes?
Just for that, I also know with Google Hangouts, they can sometimes be tricky in
Yeah.
terms of people's cameras not working,
Right.
the audio's not working. and
Yeah.
it's
What happened
not
is,
as streamlined as
right.
all of Google's other resources are.
Right.
So Hangouts would be the last thing you want.
So here's the thing. There's a lot of back-end technology that quickly connect with your whatever you have, your webcam, your microphone, find your microphone. So the system is finding the best mic that you have connected, the best camera, in case you have two cameras, right? Zoom is great for that. I don't know what they have done on coding that technology that easily finds your mic and your camera. You don't have to keep, where's my camera? Oh, unless you have a webcam disconnected, right? And right now the computers have webcams and they quickly open your camera. Yeah.
So I've got a question about the big blue button, which is awful, by the way. So
I'm sorry, I can't
Don't.
hear you.
Big
I
blue
had a question about
button.
The big blue button, which is the one that's integrated on Elms. Are you gonna get rid of that, I hope, and then just substitute Zoom in?
We not necessarily needs to retire. So if I get rid of that, and I have faculty using that right now, I'm going to be disruptive to them. I'm just not recommending to use it right now.
Okay.
I'm not going to disconnect. It's not that good. It's a big blue button. It's a conferencing system built by Canvas. They should not be in this business.
Well, yeah.
Their business is learning management system, not web conferencing
Well, the
system.
only reason I'm mentioning it is because it's the only one right now that you access via conferences.
So
inside
let's show that. Go ahead, Lauren.
All right, so don't worry about this conferences tab. To get the Zoom or WebEx enabled on your navigation menu, you scroll down to settings, and then you have to enable these.
So you go to settings here, and you have there.
Settings, and then your third tab over is your navigation tab, and this is where you can set what your students see when they log into your Elms page. So in this case, if you were just logging into your course, you wouldn't see WebEx or Zoom up there, so you have to enable them. You can either drag and drop them up, or if you click over these three buttons here, it's saying disabled, but that's because I already have mine enabled. So you just
So
move these up. and then
Lauren has already enabled before, but you
Yeah.
just move them up, and they're going to show on your menu.
And scroll down to the very bottom and remember to click save, because sometimes that is the last step.
And then it's going to be right there on your menu.
Yeah, so the quick links are here, and you can direct your students right here. And if you set up the Zoom room ahead of time, all their scheduled meetings will show up here. So,
Can you say all that one more time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you do that one more time?
So Lauren, how about
Remember,
this?
we're taping it, and we'll have it up for you to watch.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that we're going to walk you through again, but go ahead and disable like they don't have enabled right now, and start from there. Because she already had it there.
right, that
So pretend that you don't have. So this is what you have to do now, and we're going to be talking here a little bit while you disable. Go ahead.
No, you don't need to.
So you log into Elms, and you find your course space, so your class. So I'm going to click on my class here. Yes, and then you look on your left-hand nav, and you see your settings.
So if you go to settings,
Click this.
and then you go to the navigation tab. Are we all together on this? Navigation. Find the list WebEx and Zoom. And move them up. Move them up. Basically, you're turning them on in your Elms course space. You're activating that link.
Is that just dragging it?
Drag.
Click on the three dots to the right and click enable.
Or you can click on the three dots and say enable.
What else besides dragging up?
Whatever, there is a list of technologies there that are integrated with Elms. They are not native tools in Canvas. Again, not a time to be creative. Go Zoom, keep it simple, connect with your students, learn how to share the link, and make it simple. The simpler way to do it. So this is a don't panic model, okay? The basic. Tell your students, we're going to continue to meet Monday and Wednesday from 2 to 4. At this time, here's the link. Connect here, and I will be there to teach my course. Guess what? You would notice. You don't need anything. You need the students to be connect with you. You don't need to share a screen. You don't need to be creative this moment. We have 3 weeks. You can just talk to them. You can either say, guys, read this paper, open up the Zoom room, and let's discuss this. You can enable discussion. It's not time for you to worry about content sharing in the live moment. It's about you guys. Read all these 5 papers. This is the homework for you. Send me all your questions by Tuesday. So you show up on Zoom on Wednesday, you already have the set of questions the students have. That is what everybody talks about flipped classroom. That's what it is, right? You share content before, you put the students, if you want, you can do a quiz, and you set up for them to fail, so they get upset. And then they're going to say, why I got this question wrong? Great conversation. Let's have that conversation in class, right? And then all of a sudden you're flipping your classroom, right? And you are focusing on the richness of having a discussion and a conversation in class and not just sharing content and pushing out content to life. Yes?
I'm more interested in Panopto.
Panopto.
And do you folks offer a training for faculty on that?
Yes, one-on-one consultation. We'll come to your office and teach you how to do it. If you are recording yourself before you send to the students, Panopto will be the solution. Panopto is when I'm doing this right now you guys have a camera, but those rooms are equipped with cameras. So if you enable Panopto will record this lecture for you. How can I use Panopto in my laptop? You open up your camera, click on Panopto, and record yourself talking. Like you can record. Can I do this?
Of course.
Like I'm recording this. Hi, I'm Marcio. I'm going to teach you A, B, C. Blah, blah. I keep talking by myself with the computer, with the camera. You can talk with the laptop, but have Panopto capturing that. Not FaceTime, not any video camera. Then when you hit save, it's saved in the cloud in the university, and you can put the Panopto link to your students. So Panopto is basically a image capturing system or a video capture system because it is a video management system. You can edit your movies, you can add captioning if you want to. So we'll be happy to have a Panopto session here if you put a group together. And this group can be 2 people, 3 people, I don't mind. Okay? We do have people for that. And let's get a schedule early or sooner than later because the schedule's being crazy. Okay?
So I have one dumb question. So I don't want to use Panopto just for.
It's okay.
I may want to, but.
Get your phone.
So I want to record a lesson for somebody. Can I just use my iPhone
Yes.
and upload it and say, here, watch this, people?
Yeah. The only thing that I would say, I'll pick up my phone here, that I would do to give you a chance, I go back to my old times when I was teaching flipped classroom. You remember that. So what I would do is I'll find a setting in which you can just sit down here, making sure you have a good place to go. Put your camera somewhere. Make sure you have batteries so you're not going to be upset. And I'll sit here, right? Open up the camera here and talk to your students.
Exactly.
It's simple as it. Then you have a file, share with your computer, send it out and say, watch this before we get together on Tuesday in this Zoom room.
Is it
Game is on.
Is the file automatically compressed when it's uploaded?
You're going to have to transfer your file from your phone to your cloud or to your, you have to do it manually. If you're doing Panopto, it's generate a link, right? But if you're doing your phone, you have to upload on Canvas and give to students. Or upload to YouTube if you're familiar with. This is so simple to do it. And you know what? Don't try to make it perfect. Don't judge yourself in the video. We're all going to look awful. Our voices are horrible. You're going to say, I don't like this. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. Don't go crazy. Say, hey, students, we are on this together. This is the first time I'm doing this. Let's have fun with this. Just be authentic, right? And say, listen, I'm going to connect. Oh, this is okay. They love. And the students love. the door, and then you go close the door. That's the world that they live right now. They stream themselves, right? They Snapchat themselves. They're not going to think that they're going to love and say, oh my God, it makes you so real, right? So let's not fake meeting online every day on this time, or we're not going to meet in any time during these 2 or 3 weeks. I'm sending stuff to you and uploading on Canvas. Pay attention and get back to me. Because there will be no things. Just sharing files and getting not do on email. You can choose the strategy that you want to use. Think out of the box in the regular typical hours.
So I've just run into an issue where I've had 4 of my students email me and ask me if there's class tonight because the Diamondback reported.
Yes,
that
there
was-
is.
Okay, I know, but so what I'm asking is, if anybody feels like, I told them all there's classes, or it's safe they should come, but if anyone feels like they shouldn't come, if there's some way I can try this tonight, like
Yes.
Zoom them in.
Yeah.
I have myself on Zoom.
Great.
I've been staring at
And
myself and my
here they are. Great.
so is there a way I can like hook this up for like if there's a
Yes, and you can, we're in the emergency mode, right? You can send the students at 3:30 after you just had your questions answered and you feel comfortable with Zoom. You can say, hi everybody.
that
Cameras though, you have to use the classroom machine.
Yeah, the ideal is to use those cameras because they will.
That, and I did exactly that this morning. I did.
Like emergency drill.
But here's the problem. The dean can't tell us to cancel classes because the university has not told us to cancel classes. So we are subject to the university. However, reported that we've had exposure to people who went to the NICAR conference and others. And some people are self-quarantined now in this college. So I think it's a great get out of jail free card if you say, well, let's just do a virtual class. Like, I'm still teaching you, I'm still educating you, no one feels in any way nervous, right? And at the same time, we're not defying the university, we're just being practical. And I think that maybe that's a great solution. I have no rights or abilities to impose that on anyone.
And I would say that, just tell the students, we're going to do an drill. And this is a test. I want to test. I need to test this out. You need to test this out. Let's do it. Right? You, to the deans and department chairs, you can make. I don't think this is a response. I will not. This is my take. Okay, this is not I will not respond as like there are some students concerned about being here. Don't entertain that, right? Say I have received some requests. If you want to test how this is going to look like in the next 2 weeks when we come back from spring break, let's meet through Zoom tonight and let's do it. Encouraged in many ways. This is a great opportunity for you to test. And guess what? Forgive yourself if you fail, because you're not going to learn if you fail.
This is probably more of a question for Chris, but for those of us who tomorrow is the last day.
Yes.
In class.
Right.
Classroom. What if someone just sort of doesn't show up and then
Regular business, right? Just deal with regular
I would give
business.
them the option of you putting it in a files and they can access it from
Right.
home and email it to you.
Really vulnerable population. Tomorrow we're doing regular business. And I know, it's being rougher for some students.
Okay, I'm sorry, I have to go and take a quick bit. Just want you to know, the Twitterverse out there has gone nuts saying that Night Hall is shut down and that we've got, it's not true. So if you have the opportunity to say, Night Hall is open, Merrill College is in session, see the message the dean has emailed, see the Diamondback story, see the tweets, okay? That's what's going on. Nobody connected to Merrill College, to my knowledge, has tested positive for anything.
And we.
And not university, I believe.
Changing, but we assume that that's gonna be the case for at least through tomorrow.
That nobody's going to test positive.
That future. That world. Pardon? That world.
Expanded after spring break,
The
not now.
keyboards in those classrooms are being cleaned tonight.
That's on the third floor?
There are a couple of them that were on the first and second, but those classrooms are being cleaned tonight.
Okay, but if we have class in there at 4?
Raphael has moved you somewhere else.
Okay.
Am I also moved?
Ask Raphael.
Okay.
He'll be available.
Lucy, thank you. Thank you for having me here. Let's,
If we want to do this ourselves, we take out our phone, and what do? If we want to take a picture of ourselves that said, we're practicing for the class tomorrow, what do we do?
you put up your phone to your camera. You have an iPhone? You go to your camera, and then you flip the camera to face you. Movement here and just distance yourself. I'm recommending you to put your phone somewhere so you don't have this all the time, right? But then you turn it on. Today, based on the president's email, we will be learning online as soon as we are back on March the 30th. Is that correct? Yeah. And then you can tell them what it is. And then you say, here's what I'm planning to do. This is the plan. Here, and we are going to get this through, and let's have fun together. Bye.
How do you hit send and have it go?
No, then it's going to be on your phone. So the file is in your phone.
I would recommend you do, before that, you do one more thing. Those of you who know how to put an app on your phone, and there are plenty of us in the put an app on your phone, put it on YouTube. You can upload directly to YouTube. You can say you want it, so only somebody with a link can see it. That. And then you can send people the link. If you're not that familiar with compressing files or doing short things and putting it up on Elms, that may be the easiest way to do it. So some of you who are using your cameras on your iPhones, you may have been familiar with how you send it. At the bottom is a little icon that's a box with an arrow on it. Or a video to somebody. So you'd be essentially in that same zone, but you'd be basically saying send to YouTube, it would go to your. But you have to have the YouTube app and you have to have a YouTube account. That's not that big of a deal to do, and we could do it, in the 5 minutes after you have your.
The file on your phone. because you probably have integrated your iPhone with your uh, laptop.
I just make a suggestion too, if you're gonna be doing this off your iPhone, you can get like a little $15. So you don't have to hold it the entire time. You know, your glass of wine
And I have to say, I keep it simple as possible for you guys, so you don't have to go to Amazon and there's a shortage. Then you email me, Mark, so I don't find the tripod.
Yeah.
So
But there's a bunch of different, you know, you can get one for $15, you can get one.
yes, yes. I have a question here. How many people do not have a computer to work from home if you have to? How about internet? Guess what? I'm dealing with all those problems. If you don't have reliable internet at home, to talk, so we have to find a way that can support you. Okay? Because I'm dealing with all those questions right now. Students don't have a computer. Students don't have network. Right? And they don't want to go to Starbucks because they don't want to be there vulnerable there. Right? So my team is in the streets trying to find hotspot for internet connections and laptops. They have credit cards. Some. I know. So here's what I would like to say before we adjourn at 2 o'clock. This is 3, sorry. That clock is wrong. I wish it was 2. So this is going to be trivial. And do not put much pressure on you to make it perfect. Other students, be authentic. Hey, we're going to be doing this together. Hey, this is new to me. I'm there. They're going to be taking class in a home, in their parents' house, and the dog will be all over. Right? So you right? This. And guess what? I can 10 students at Maryland have already taken a course 100% online. 9 in 10 prefer that their courses are taught using Elms, Canvas. So I don't think for the students it's going to be a steep learning curve. For us, we need to make it simple. Exchange among yourselves and say, how can I simplify this? The provosts have given me permission to say, we are doing the bare minimum. I keep minimal viable. Is that I'm not going to compromise the learning in my students.
I just have one question. One of my classes, I have lined up several speakers. So what do you think would be the easiest or best way?
I will put.
Just have my speaker.
I'll put myself on your shoes. My option number one is, number one, confirm with the speakers if they are willing to do that on a video. How do they prefer? Do they want to record their own phone videos and send it to you, the talk, and you can collect the questions later and entertain the conversation? This will be my option number one. Or if they want, basically, if they really need to confirm the time and the date, and you say, do you mind if I link you in the Zoom and invite you to a Zoom, and I'll have students attending that on Zoom. We do this all the time. It's called webinars, right? The only thing that then I'll get you to say, get some training in Zoom because you'll be the facilitator on Zoom, facilitating questions. Mute everybody's microphone. Tell the question, type it up. No, type on the chat on Zoom so you can read the questions to the speaker. So you're going to be playing the mediator role, right? But make sure you mute everybody's microphone as a default because you're going to hear dogs barking, mom calling, right? And the guest speakers talking. It's not going to look pretty, right? But they can enable, they can disable. But there is a feature in Zoom that you can just by default mute at the same time with one click, okay? But get familiar with Zoom. Practice that. Tell Lauren that and say, I need to practice with 5 people. Can you get 5 people there? Or get your family, invite your family to Zoom and trying to do it regular.
I've actually used Zoom a couple of times,
Great.
but my home computers that doesn't have a microphone, so.
It could be you're using a desktop without a
Yeah.
microphone. You need to get a microphone or use a laptop, because the laptop has a very good mic and a good camera right now. But desktops, even if you have a camera, sometimes the camera doesn't have a mic.
Right,
I don't know what, but I don't know what type of camera you have.
Like a $10.
Yeah,
Clint,
It's called a lavalier.
this type one.
one out for you if you need it at home.
Yeah, talk to Clint and he's gonna get you a mic.
Okay.
There's a bunch of them on therapy.
Sorry,
type.
so I have a desktop Mac, so that's.
That should be fun.
They should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. You can test your mic as well. More questions?
One question. I was looking for a way to do classes at once.
Just give everybody. Don't even bother.
Yeah.
Because you know, separate them afterwards or something. Just give them the same link and they'll just come in.
Okay, thanks.
That's even easier.
You guys have all the resources that you need. So here's the thing. Yes.
I hate to change,
Subject? Yes.
subjects, but, okay, so I like the LinkedIn Learning videos, but as a grad student, I'm guessing, I'm only allowed 4 embeds per month.
Is that right?
Yeah, and so it's hard for me to navigate, to help my students navigate to where they need to go. Do you know if there's a chance that you might increase that limit?
Managing LinkedIn Learning at this moment. I did not know that you got, I thought we have unlimited.
Not for me, and in the grad office, we're all trying to borrow, trying to tell.
But hold on a sec. When you're a grad student, if you're teaching, you're not a grad student. Technically, you're staff.
Oh, okay, well, I'm only allowed 4 embeds per month, so.
Do you leverage a lot of learnings? Or it's about the embed on the campus?
Embed code, you're only allowed.
It could be some contract the university has with them, and I will probably not be able to. 2 weeks and. Okay.
Can you just look at the.
Because the students have access to LinkedIn
Not
Learning.
embedded?
They do, but when you tell them to search for a video, sometimes you have to be very specific about where they look.
Can you give them the link?
Files.
Can you give the student the link?
No, the link, no.
Doesn't work that?
Just Zoom, we show them our screen. Can they show their
Yes.
screen too?
Yeah.
So if we're doing like a photo critique session or something like
Yeah.
that?
You just
It's just
give them
tell them
presentation
to do it
permission.
and they have, just give them presentation.
Permission. Yeah. Privilege.
So
Yeah.
it's
Really easy. It's just a click.
Okay, I just, yeah,
I do that all the time.
okay. Imperative for doing like critique sessions.
Have I moved 5%? The dial.
Yeah.
The thing. Give yourself a chance. I don't know how to do it. It's time for us to learn. I put our learning hats. It's time for us to connect with our drop-in clinic, a drive-through in the South Korea. Deb, whoever's in there, say, hey, I got a question here. I got a problem. I cannot make this work. They're gonna for you, so because there'll be other people talking.
Would you be able to
Yeah,
put
swap
up
my
on
notes.
the screen the help on Elms, the IT help, because that's 24/7 every day.
Right.
Oh, yes, yes.
This is our Canvas.
I know what,
This is Canvas help, not Unity help.
Yeah, but they're literally all the time.
Yeah. So if you're planning on lunch break and I can.
You're gonna show it, right? Okay.
in the help,
So follow what she's doing.
If you click.
You just say, I can't get anything done until.
And I talked to and the bandwidth to accommodate our institution. It's turning to an interesting time. Yes. Sorry, can I just, you first.
What are, I mean, what are the chances of when 41,000 more people start using this system?
Plus the community colleges, plus the school system who use Canvas, plus Ohio State, plus Washington State, plus. So, do you want my personal prediction?
Go ahead.
We're going to be testing our AWS servers, which means that majority of those applications live in a server farm that is basically Amazon Web Services. Right? If you're familiar with that, but 1 year and a half or 2 years ago, we had a situation. There was a problem in a server farm here in Virginia, and a lot of apps stopped working. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be that. I'm still hopeful. But if we hit the scenario in which the applications, the fundamental applications are not working, the to stop. But that will be extreme. We'll be advising the president about how to proceed.
Web services and delivery. Because delivery is gonna be key when people get paid.
Yeah. If you have it, you go ahead for it. I know you guys have a lot of those softwares here. Okay. Not everybody on campus are having them, so we don't.
With them, look, that I want to show you how to do.
Right.
You can show them on your computer and still have.
And guess what? I'm saying is that it's not Premiere, right? It's not Adobe Premiere. Yeah, you can do it on Zoom.
That makes sense. We can show our
And to be honest, if you want to do like a video one, I'll ask you guys to organize put groups together for specific topics, and we'll come back and help. Okay? Thank you. On that. Don't doubt yourself.